I want to get him a little bit more.
First. Next pitch.
Nice draw.
And struck him out.
Down, 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 down.
Next pitch. It is hit deep. And it's
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the ball field here in Williamsburg at Kevin and Dwayne Butler Field for the 2024 Courtesy Kia Little World Series. Our third game of the day today, representing the visitors on the scoreboard from your hometown Williamsburg Youth Baseball League is Corl Grove Services. And from Altoona, PA are the Lone Rangers. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visitors, Williamsburg Corl Grove Services. When I call your name, lab along the first base line. Leading off, playing in right field is Wyatt Oberzinski. Batting second, doing the pitching, Austin Kirksey. Batting third, at shortstop, Carson Lee. Batting cleanup, at catcher, Blaze Berry. Batting fifth, at third base, Richie Dickens. Batting sixth, at first base, Remington Leonard. Batting seventh in left field, Connor Williams. Batting eighth at second base, Caleb Kirksey. And batting ninth in center field, Colton Dick. Their subs, Bo Eisenberg, Zayden Brenneman, Owen Black, Ryan Brubaker. Bat boy, Waylon Jones. Okay, now for the home team, the Lone Rangers. When I call your name, shake hands with the visitors and take your positions in the field. Leading off, playing at shortstop, Connor Steer. Batting second at first base, Cooper Miller. Batting third at pitcher, Ty Rischel. Batting cleanup, center field, Tobias Smith. Batting fifth at third base, Carter Wilmot. Batting sixth at second base, Keelan Wyant. Batting seventh in right field, Dominic Schaefer. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Liam Kuhn. And batting ninth in left field is Benny Ruggiero. Their subs are Henry Drum, Braden Augustine, and Nate Bugley. All right, our national anthem is sponsored by Cello Oil. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And would you please remove your caps? So let's play ball here at Butler Field in historic Williamsburg, Pennsylvania.
Good evening and welcome to the moment we've all been waiting for. At the 2024 Courtesy Kia Little League World Series, we got the 12U Coral Grove Blue Pirates, led by the man of the hour, Blaze Berry. So they face off with the Lone Rangers of Altoona. The Lone Rangers got a 10-0 win over Bergmeyer's Hall yesterday. The Blue Pirates, this is their debut game. They are coached by Josh Corl, Bill Lee, and Josh Kurtzy.
I just want to let everybody know that 50/50 tickets again will be coming around, and RIP tickets for sale during the game. You may also visit the tent near the concession stand to purchase tickets. While you're there, buy a program and a t-shirt at the shirt tent, and 50/50 winners will be announced around the 5th inning of each game. And players, this is for you. If you hit that bullseye pirate in center field, you get $100. $50 courtesy of the Williamsburg Youth Baseball League, and $50 from Courtesy Kia. Also, the Home Run Derby will be this Friday under the lights at 8 o'clock. Only 3 players per league may participate in the Derby. So again, it's not per team, it's per league. 3 players per league. The base running competition will be this coming Saturday at 4:30. That is 5 players per league may participate in that competition.
So Josh Kurtz is going to do the honors at first.
I know.
And then Josh Corl could do the honors at third base.
All right, it's time to play ball here in Williamsburg. Leading off for Coral Grove Services is the right fielder, Wyatt Oberzinski.
Wyatt Oberzinski will start it off for Williamsburg. First delivery. And it's strike 1. We're underway from Williamsburg, as that's a strike. Blue Pirates struggled on defense during the 12U All-Star Tournament. They dropped against Holliesburg, and then they got eliminated by Juniata Valley. So they will look to snap a 2-game losing streak and get a win tonight. To 2. Ball 1. This 1-2. And they struck him out. So there's nobody on with 1 out.
Right, so 1 out, nobody on. Up next for Williamsburg, Austin Kirksey.
Next up is 24 Austin Kurtzy, part of the Kurtzy brothers duo. This one's fouled. Jawan. The 2. Hit! And beats it! He's gonna go to second. And he will make that second for a double. Austin Kurtzy.
Okay, that's a double. Second base sponsored by Stewart's Precision Auto here in Williamsburg. And that brings up the bat with 1 out, Carson Lee.
23, Carson Lee up now for Williamsburg. Delivery. There's ball 1. Kurtzy is gonna steal third. It's 1-0. It's it. And fouled.
Heads up out there. Foul balls courtesy of Courtesy Kia.
No pun intended. So 2. It's 1-2.
Hi, Patrick. How are you, bud?
Good, how about you?
Good, bud. Good. Well, you got yourself a nice little setup out here.
Yep.
Shoot right down the line, everything.
Yep. Look out. Ball 3. It's kind of hard to see the scoreboard from here. I do apologize if I strip any counts. It's a full count. It's it and fouled. It's a full count. It is hit. It is caught. So there's 2 outs with runner at third.
By the shortstop. Okay, so 2 outs, runner at third. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Blaze Berry.
Next up is the man of the hour, Blaze Berry, 49. Hasn't had a homer yet this season. Look for his first. So that's it. And fouled. Blaze has 5 career steals at home plate,
Remember, patrons, park at your own risk.
which is, I believe, the most
Just call Jake from State Farm.
in Williamsburg baseball history this season. So 1. That's right, 2. So 2. He's gonna go towards home. It's not in time! Austin Kurtze stealing home. Blue Pirates take a 1-0 lead.
And he's safe at home.
Lone Ranger just got caught sleeping. It's 1-2. That's it. Play first is not in time. Blaze Berry to first. 2 outs.
That's an infield single, first base, sponsored by Cove Landscape and Pool. Okay, so runner at first, 2 outs. Up next, Richie Dickens.
Richie Dickens up now for Williamsburg. Slivery. Sit in, fouled. Slivery. Berry. He's going to go for third. He's going for home. Blaze Berry just stole home. 2-0 Williamsburg. Varsity coaches, take notes. We had Mike Reffner here earlier. Once again, Lone Rangers were caught sleeping. Now, I'll tell you what the other 2 games during the 12-year tournament. The Blue Pirates have never led, so this is like the first lead in a long time. So they struck him out. But what a dominating inning by the Blue Pirates. It all started with Austin Coatsay stealing home, and then Blaze Berry doing what he does best, as the Blue Pirates take a 2-0 lead over Altoona. Welcome back to Williamsburg. Blue Pirates have a 2-0 lead over the Lone Rangers of Altoona.
Bottom of the first for the Lone Rangers is Connor Steer.
Connor Steer up now for Altoona. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a good game so far. But first, Austin Coatsay's on the mound. Remington Laird's at first. Caleb's near second. This one's hit. That caught! 1 out, nobody on. On my right, I got number 6, Austin Coatsay.
Okay, so 1 out, nobody on.
Wyatt.
Up next, Cooper Miller.
On my right, I got number 6, Wyatt Oberzinski. Delivery. Ball 1. This one out. Ball 2. It's 2-0. That's it. It's caught by Wyatt Oberzinski. 2 outs. Nobody on.
Okay, so 2 outs, nobody on. Now brings up the number 3 hitter for the Lone Rangers, Ty Rischel.
Ty Rischel now for the Lone Rangers of Altoona. Delivery. Ball 1. This one out. That's it. Base hit. So first run allowed by Williamsburg this evening. So runner first. 2 outs.
All right, well, that single brings up Tobias Smith.
Delivery. Ball 1. Carson Lee's on the other side of second. Ball's gonna get away. Play at second. Is it time? You don't steal in Williamsburg. What a nice inning by Williamsburg. They're cooking the place tonight. They get a 2-0 lead over Altoona as we go to the top of the second. Ramsler now for Williamsburg. We're on top of the second. Blue Pirates with a 2-0 lead over the Lone Rangers of Altoona. This one's strike 1. One issue with the last 2 games was that the Blue Pirates were not too patient at the plate. They always swang early. If you want to get more chances of hits, you need to be patient at the plate and just let that ball come near you before you even worry about swinging. This one's it. Play first is in time. Remington was really close, but he's out. So there's 1 out with nobody on.
All right, so we got 1 out, nobody on. Up next is Connor Williams.
Next up's number 3, Connor Williams. Delivery. It's ball 1. The last batter, Remington Leonard. I think he leads Williamsburg with the most sacrificed flies. He had 1 in the, not sure if it's the first or second game of the 12U tournament. Connor Williams, I'm not sure what the stats are. So number 8's on my right for Altoona. And they struck him out, 2 outs with nobody on.
Okay, so 2 outs, nobody on. Up next, Caleb Kirksey.
Caleb Kirksey up now for Williamsburg at 17. Him and Austin are really good offensively. That first one, strike 1. They don't have the same RBIs, but they both have RBI'd during the season. Austin Kirksey had an inside the park homer in the game against New Enterprise. I think we have 2 inside the park homers for our 12U. We had Austin Kirksey, and then I believe we had Carson Lee. The senior night game against Spring Cove. By the way, all the teams we played were Spring Cove during the season. And Carson Lee hit an inside the park homer as they struck him out. A not so good inning by Williamsburg, as we'll go to the ball in a second. Blue Pirates still have a 2-0 lead. Well, back to Williamsburg. Blue Pirates have a 2-0 lead over the Lone Rangers of Altoona. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. So, if you guys want any more facts, Josh Kirksey, Austin Kirksey, and Caleb Kirksey, they are the first father-son trio. Now, if you heard me mention this in a game during the spring season, we've had plenty of father-son duos, but this is the first trio of fathers and sons. Josh Kirksey, the coach of the junior high and also of the 12U, and then Caleb and Austin Kirksey. And they have a really good story. They are from Ohio. So we were looking for a preacher at Grace Point.
Leading off for the Lone Rangers in the bottom of the 2nd is Tobias Smith.
And they decided that Josh Kirksey would be the one that would fill that spot. So that's how the Kirkseys moved from Ohio to Pennsylvania. And I'm sure they've enjoyed it. The Kirkseys get a nice opportunity to play baseball in Williamsburg. Josh Kirksey gets to watch them play, and he also gets to coach. He's the new junior high coach for Mike Reffner and Jerry Lauer. And the junior high, they did pretty good this year. Not too bad. The end of the season, 8-8. Not a bad start to Josh Kirksey's debut season with the junior high. We'll see what he has in store for season 2 coming up next spring. Has that one, strike 2. Look out. And a walk-em. 1 on. No outs.
What do you guys think? And rub me over.
Delivery. Ball 1. Another big struggle with Williamsburg was the last 2 games. They had the most walks, and they haven't been throwing much strikes.
Now batting is Carter Wilmot.
Carter Wilmot now for
That was Kimmy.
the Rangers.
How are you? Good. How's your summer going? Slow.
Delivery. And strike 2. And the Blue Pirates, I don't think they've successfully put a team in a double play. And they struck him out! Strike 2. My apologies. Yes, they did strike him out. So 1 out with a run first.
All right, so 1 out. 1 runner on. Up next for the Lone Rangers is Keelan Wyatt.
Keelan Wyatt now for Lone Rangers. Delivery. There's ball 1. It's 1 out.
Honey, he's sitting in the bleachers right there. Do you see him? Kobe, you right?
2 out. Strike 1. One, 2. Run will stay put at first. Two. That's it. And caught! So 2 outs. Run it first.
Okay, so runner stays at first, 2 outs. Now batting is the number 7 hitter, Dominic Schaefer.
Dominic Schaefer up now for the Lone Rangers. Delivery. It's strike 1. See 1. Ball 1. Play at second. It's not in time. So Blue Pirates commit their first error of the game. An easy play at second. So 1-1. And ball 2. Two, 1. And ball 3. It's 3-1. And no walk-em. Runs in the corners, 2 outs.
All right, so runners in the corners, 2 outs. That brings up the number 8 hitter for the Lone Rangers, Liam Koo.
Liam Cobb now for Lone Rangers. The Pirates are in some trouble. Runs in the corners. Play at second's on time. Once again, easy play at second. For 1. That's right, 2. So 1-2. And ball 2. Two. And ball 3. There's a 2-2. Struck him out! Lone Rangers get turned away!
And that'll end the inning. So after 2, the score remains the same. Due up for Williamsburg, Corl Grove is 9-1-2.
We're going to the top of the 3rd. Williamsburg holding on to a 2-0 lead over Altoona.
8 is Mr. Scotty Russell, and then doing the bases is Mr. Pat Beatty.
We got a guy from our All-Star tournament doing the honors at home plate. Scott Russell.
Wanted to give a big shout out to Stewart's Precision Auto, our local mechanic here in Williamsburg, who sponsored second base, third base, the pitcher's mound, the outfield, and both dugouts. So big thank you to Phil at Stewart's Precision Auto. Sponsoring first base was Cove Landscape and Pool. I want to say a big thank you also to our press box sponsor, Palmer Donovan, and our concession stand sponsor, Balford Linen. Our concession stand is fully open and operational. It's the best in Blair County. Highly recommend our buffalo chicken tenders, chicken wrap, Pittsburgh chicken wrap, you name it, we pretty much got it. Slush puppy slushies and Richie's ice cream.
This is the first game where Williamsburg is not allowed a single run past 2 innings. First delivery. There's ball 1. This one out.
Okay, now batting for Coral Grove is Colton Dick to lead off the top of the third inning.
Next up is Colton Dick for Williamsburg. Now up to bat. This one 1. Ball 2. It's 2-1. And ball 3. Three, 1. And a walk-em. So 1 on with no outs.
All right, with that leadoff walk, that brings up the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Oberzinski.
Next up, top of the order, number 6, Wyatt Oberzinski. Delivery. There's strike 1. One. Ball 1. This one 1. It's hit! Base hit! So Oberzinski with a single. 2-on.
Okay,
No outs.
2 runners on, no outs. That brings up the number 2 hitter, Austin Kirksey.
Next up is Austin Kirksey. He got the Williamsburg's first run on a steal home. Delivery. It's hit. Play first is in time. He does advance. Oberzinski a second.
Okay, so runners advance, second and third. We got 1 out. That brings up batter Carson Lee.
Now up we got Carson Lee for Williamsburg 23. 1 out, 1 on. Delivery. It's hit. And fouled.
Foul ball is courtesy Kia.
No pun intended. Let's go 1. It's hit. And fouled.
Well, it's a new game.
To 2. And ball 1. And he struck him out. So 2 outs, runner at second.
Okay, so 2 outs, 2 runners on. That brings up cleanup hitter Blaze Berry.
Next up, 49, Blaze Berry. Still looking for his first career homer. This one's hit. And fouled. If you're shooting in, Blaze has 5 career steals home, which I believe that's the most in Williamsburg history. But I think maybe Luke Uplinger probably has like 2 or 3 more than Berry's 5, as that's it. Base hit! 1 run's coming home. Another one's coming home. Blaze Berry with an RBI single. 4-0 Williamsburg.
RBI single. And first base sponsored by Cove Landscape and Pool. So 2 outs, runner at first. Now batting for Coral Grove is Richie Dickens.
Next up is 30, Richie Dickens. Delivery. There's ball 1. Berry is gonna steal second. Mike Refner was here earlier. Not sure where he is right now, but boy, he's missing some good stuff. For base, Berry! Play it third, not in time! Refner was here earlier. Not sure where he's at, but he's missing some really good stuff by Blaze Berry. Next one. Berry will steal home! Blaze Berry has done it again! 5-0 Williamsburg. Lone Rangers caught sleeping once again. It's 1-2. It's hit. Play first is in time, but Blaze Berry grabs the RBI single and another steal home.
Nice defense there. Switch him up. 3 outs.
We're going to the bottom of the third. Blue Pirates on fire. They have a 5-0 lead over the Lone Raiders of Altoona.
A due up for Lone Rangers.
So Brayton Olgstad now for the Lone Rangers of Altoona. Blue Pirates have a 5-0 lead over the Lone Rangers. We're in the bottom of the third. Delivery. It's strike 1. So we have a little change. Now on my right, I got number 34 from Artenu, and that is Owen Black. See one? And ball 1. It's 1-1. And strike 2. It's 1-2. And ball 2.
Go eat. Go eat. Get a sandwich. Go eat.
It's a 2-2. Struck him out. 1 out. Nobody on. Blue Pirates continuing to cook.
Okay, so 1 out, nobody on. That brings up leadoff hitter Connor Steer.
Connor Steer up now for the Lone Rangers. First delivery. It's ball 1. I think I have this right, but you viewers let me know if I have it wrong. This is not a sponsor, the Lone Rangers. They were supposed to have a sponsor, but I guess something controversial or something happened, and their original sponsor was not allowed, so they decided that they would go with the name of the Lone Rangers for this particular tournament, which that's the first time that I think, this is the first team that I've ever seen that when Tyler Elvey announces them that they don't have that sponsor of like Coral Grove or...
Okay, so 1 out on the walk. That brings up batter Cooper Miller. Time on the field. Pitching mound visit sponsored by Katie Webb at Edward Jones Financial.
It's the first team that does not have a sponsor. They were supposed to have one, but something happened and it was gone. And I will tell you that this is the first team I've ever seen that doesn't have a sponsor. Like we have Meadows, Sheets.
Okay, so 1 out, runner on. Now batting for the Lone Rangers, Cooper Miller.
Cumming Motors. We got a team from Portage coming up. First one to strike. But this is interesting. This is going to be the first World Series that I've ever done where there's one team where they were supposed to have a sponsor and that sponsor wasn't allowed. So just a little bit of history for you viewers. I will want to know sometime this week, if anybody would happen to let me know, how many of these World Series have we won? Just let me know. I'd like to share some historical with our new viewers and new subscribers. Which, by the way, if you are not a part of the Williamsburg Blue Pirate Games Galore YouTube channel, give it a check out. I do post throughout this next week. I'll have videos up the next day, all the games. And that'll include the base run competition, the home run derby, and the championship game.
The corners, 1 out. That brings up Ty Rischel.
Ty Rischel now for the Lone Rangers. Blue Pirates a little danger with runs in the corners. And 1 out. Delivery. Ball 1. Reynolds still second. That's the third easy out that the Blue Pirates didn't take advantage of. It's 1-0. That's it. Play at the first is in time. Blue Pirates do allow the first run of the game. It's Blue Pirates 5, Altoona 1.
Okay, so runner at third, 2 outs. That was an RBI there. That brings up batter Tobias Smith.
Tobias Smith now for the Lone Rangers of Altoona. This one's ball 1. The catcher for Williamsburg is really watching that runner at third. He's got eyes on both sides of his head. Next one's ball 1. I don't remember how many steals home that we've allowed as a team. I think it's been pretty low. Maybe 1 or 2. That's it. And base hit. Rush coming home. So Blue Pirates allow another run. It's 5-2. Blue Pirates with the lead.
Okay, the RBI single with 2 outs brings up number 5 hitter Carter Wilmot.
Carter Wilmot out for Altoona. Delivery. That's it. And fouled. So 1. And strike 2. So 2. Ball 1. It's 1-2. Struck him out! Blue Pirates allow 2 runs, but they still have the 5-2 lead over Altoona.
Okay, that's 3 outs, and we are halfway done with the ball game.
First up, we got Remington Leonard for Williamsburg. They have a 5-2 lead over Altoona in the top of the 4th inning. Delivery is ball 1. This one's hit. Play first. It's not in time. Remington Leonard with a single. There's 1 on with no outs.
Okay, so runner on, no outs. Up next, Connor Williams.
Next up's Connor Williams for Williamsburg. Delivery. It's ball 1. It's 1 out. And strike 1. It's 1-1. And strike 2. It's 1-2. And they struck him out. So 1 out with the run at first.
Okay, so runner on, 1 out. Up next is Caleb Kirksey.
Caleb Kirksey out for Williamsburg. So 1 on. As that's hit! And caught. Play first. It's not in time. 2 outs. 1 on.
Okay, so runner at first, 2 outs. Now batting for Corl Grove is Colt Dick.
Going to dig up now for Williamsburg.
My apologies, is Owen Black.
Owen Black at the bat for Williamsburg. We should be seeing Bo Eisenberg coming up too. First delivery is ball 1. It's 1 out. And fouled. It's 1. And straight 2. It's 1-2. And ball 2. Here's a 2-2. And they struck him out. Blue Pirates leave 1 on. We're on the bottom of the 4th. It's still Williamsburg 5.
Switch him up.
Altoona 2.
Wyant.
Delivery. There's ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Blue Pirates with a 5-2 lead over Altoona. It's been a very dominant game by Williamsburg. Steals home, RBIs. We got the 3rd person on my right, and that is number 37, Bo Eisenberg. Two out. And strike 1. Two on. It's bunted foul. Fun fact, if you bunt it when you have 2 strikes, that's an out. I'm not sure where that rule even originated, but that's just something I want to mention. Full count. Struck him out! So 1 out, nobody on. Delivery. There's ball 1.
Okay, with 1 out, that brings up batter Dominic Schaefer.
Dominic Schaefer up now for Altoona. Lone Rangers. 1 out. Strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2. Just tuning in, our very own Scott Russell is doing home plate umping for this game. 2-1. That's right, 2. Two. Ball 3. Look out. And a walk him. So 1 on with 1 out.
All right, so runner on, 1 out. Now batting is Nate Buckley.
Nate Buckley up now for Altoona. Swans. Ball 1. This one out. Ball 2. It's 2 out. Ball 3. Two 1. And bunted foul. Delivery. And they struck him out. So 2 outs running first. That was a drop third strike.
All right, so runner at first, 2 outs. Now batting is leadoff hitter Connor Steer.
Connor Steer up now for Altoona. Delivery is hit. And fouled.
Foul balls courtesy of Courtesy Kia.
No pun intended.
Oh, yeah, it's my bad. Excuse me. Now batting is Braden Augustine.
Braden Augustine up now for Altoona. First delivery. There's ball 1. Ball 1. Sit in. Fouled. And you're allowed to keep those foul balls. Normally you would take them to the concession stand for a slushy. But for this World Series, you get to keep the ball. This one's hit. There's hit. Going to the wall. And runs coming down. Play the plate. On top, play third. Is it time? What a play by Williamsburg! Look who's being a 2-year-old crybaby over that out at third. We're going to the top of the 5th. It is Williamsburg 5, Altoona 2.
So the run does score out at third base, and that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the 5th inning.
Welcome back to Williamsburg. It's Blue Pirates 5, Altoona 3. We're on the top of the 5th. The action continues today as we will have...
Due up in the order for Corl Grove is 1, 2, 3.
We will have East End's Coming Motors taking on the Portage Jamestown Rod and Gun. That's at 8 p.m. Then the action continues tomorrow starting at 5 p.m. As for the highlight of the game so far, for Mike Reffner, if he happens to watch this game, it's been the offense for Williamsburg, specifically Blaze Berry. He's shown that he could take Luke Upplinger's spot, and he has some speed to be able to beat every person that's on defense, on bases, and he has the ability to steal home. That's the highlight of the game so far. Austin Curtsey has a steal home. Blaze Berry has 2 steals home. That brings his total up to 7.
Okay, so leading off for Corl Grove here in the top of the 5th is the leadoff man, Wyatt Oberzinski.
Wyatt Oberzinski up now for Williamsburg. First delivery. It's ball 1. If you're just tuning in, we got Scott Russell, our very own, umping this evening. He's umped a lot of our tournament games from our 8U, our 10U, and even our 12U. There's a 1-1. And strike 2.
When you leave for a baseball game, you're supposed to be in the baseball game early. Don't worry about the people driving in front of you.
It's 1-2. And ball 2.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I said.
2-2. 10 and fouled.
Bella was telling me that today on our way home from Adam's house. Oh, you're late, huh? I'll tell him. No, the close games,
Delivery.
I'll drive myself.
And he struck him out. So 1 out, nobody on.
All right, so 1 out, nobody on. Brings up Austin Kirksey.
Austin Curtsey up now for Williamsburg. Delivery. It's ball 1. As I mentioned earlier, Austin Curtsey had a steal home. And he had something else too, so look to keep his on-base streak going this game and this inning. It's 1 out. Hit and fouled.
He doesn't have to be in there.
It must be like my path.
It's 1-1. It's it. Play first is in time. So 2 outs with nobody on.
Okay, so 2 outs, nobody on. Up next for Williamsburg Corl Grove is the number 3 hitter, Carson Lee.
Carson Lee up now for Williamsburg, 23. First delivery. It's hit. Base hit. He's going to second. He'll make it a second for a double. Carson Lee. We're at second. 2 outs.
Okay, so the double, second base, sponsored by Stewart Precision Auto. 2 outs brings up Blaze Berry.
Blaze Berry up now. 2 steals home. This game. Delivery. It's fouled. So 1. And strike 2. Blazeberry would also like to keep his on-base streak going in this inning. So 2. And ball 1. Our varsity assistant coach has just returned. He is now in attendance. Mike Reffner. 1-2. Ball 2. Here's the 2-2. It's it. Decent! 1 run's coming home. So an RBI double for Blaze Berry. 6-3 Williamsburg. You see why he deserves to be in the varsity? That's why. So time is going to be called for.
Yeah, I see. Like, Cole gets cut right to the edge.
That was a brief one.
He did it. The one he did when he's on a curveball. Those things, you get regulations. Put that matting down in front.
This one's it. Base hit. Berry will make it home. Dickens will go towards third. Play third. It's not in time. So an RBI triple for Richie Dickens.
Dickens for Corl Grove.
7-3 Williamsburg.
All right, so that brings up batter Remington Leonard.
Next up, Remington Leonard for Williamsburg. Looking to keep the hot streak going. This one's hit.
Heads up. Foul ball is courtesy of
Fouled.
Kia.
No pun intended. Blue Pirates look to keep their hot streak in this inning. This one's hit. Play first. Is in time, but it does not matter because Williamsburg continues to dominate on offense. Blaze Berry with an RBI double, and Richie Dickens with an RBI triple.
All right, so that's 3 outs. Switch them up. Due up for Lone Rangers is their top of the order. 1, 2, 3.
It is Williamsburg 7, Altoona 3. Steer him now for Altoona. Delivery. That's it. Play first. Is in time. So 1 out. Nobody on.
I see. Where's our catcher?
It is 7-3 Williamsburg over Altoona in the bottom of the 5th.
So our catcher is not block.
Hey, so 1 out.
Right there.
Nobody on. Now batting Cooper Miller.
Cooper Miller now for Altoona.
Oh, that's right. He told me it's
First delivery.
Yeah.
Is ball 1. I once again mention this. We will have the East End Coming Motors and Portage Jamestown Rod and Gun coming up next at 8 p.m. The action will continue tomorrow starting at 5 p.m.
Foul ball is courtesy of Kia.
Nope. There you go, Tyler. No pun intended.
You gotta be kidding me.
So 1. That's it. Play first. Is in time. So 2 outs with nobody on.
All right, so 2 outs. Nobody on. That brings up batter Ty Rishel.
Ty Rishel now for Altoona. There's delivery. There's ball 1.
I told that guy, you need to watch out.
It's one out. That's it. And base hit. Ball will get away. Ball will be forced back to first for a single.
Okay, so 2 outs. Runner is at first. That brings up cleanup hitter Tobias Smith.
And then we're throwing.
Tobias Smith now for Altoona. First delivery. There's ball 1. It's one out. And strike 1. It's 1-1. Ball's gonna get away, but Ryan will stay put at first.
Hey, I talked to everybody.
Hi, guys.
It's 1-2. Ball 2. Two. That's it. And foul.
Heads up over there.
Two. So he struck him out.
That's 3 outs, and we go to the 6th inning.
Blue Pirates with a 7-3 lead over Altoona.
7. And the Rangers 3. Due up for Corl Grove is 7-8-9. Bottom of the order.
Connor Williams now for Williamsburg, top of the 6th. Blue Pirates with a 7-3 lead over Altoona. I'll say this again. Coming up next, we will have East End coming Mirrors taking on Porridge's Rod and Gun, Jamestown Rod and Gun. That's coming up at 8 p.m. The World Series continues tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. And it'll go on till Saturday when we have our big World Series. 2-1. Hits it.
Heads up.
Fouled. If this is your first game ever, the deal is with like our All-Star Tournament games, if the person that's undefeated, if they win, they're the champs. If the team, the other team
All right, so 1 out.
wins,
Now batting for Corl Grove, Caleb Kirksey.
if the other team wins, then there'll be a game 2, and it'll be for all the marbles. As that's strike 1, we've got Caleb Kirksey now for Williamsburg, number 17. See 1, and strike 2. So 2, and they struck him out, so 2 outs, nobody on.
Okay, so 2 outs. Nobody on. That brings up Bo Eisenberg.
Next up is 37, Bo Eisenberg. Still looking for our first homer.
Oh, she's a race.
Delivery. It's ball 1. Bo Eisenberg has a single and 1 steal home. It's 1 out. And strike 1. It's 1-1. Ball 2.
I was in the week.
And now welcome Bo Eisenberg on board. 2 outs, 1 on.
So 2 outs, 1 runner on. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Oberzinski.
Wyatt Oberzinski now for Williamsburg. Last chance for insurance runs. First delivery is strike 1.
Throw it at. That was good exercise. Keep in shape for turkey season.
See 1 and strike 2. To 2. And they struck him out. So run the ball in the 6th. It's Williamsburg 7, Altoona 3. Delivery. There's ball 1. The Pirates have a 7-3 lead over Altoona when the ball in the 6th inning. It's 1 out. And strike 1. It's 1-1. Ball 2.
And now batting is Carter Wilmot for the Lone Rangers.
Coming up next, we're going to have East End Coming Motors and Portage's Rod and Gun, Jamestown Rod and Gun. I did see their jerseys, so if the viewers watching, they are not green, just because they're Portage. Although it'd be nice if they were green. They are black, but hey, I'll decide the jerseys. They look really good. This one's hit and fouled. So in case you're tuning in and wondering if anybody's hit that target yet, nobody hasn't. Neither did Blaze Berry, like not even close. But there's still an opportunity in our next game. Just to let you viewers know, if anybody hits that target, they will win $50 from the Williamsburg Youth Baseball League. And then Courtesy Kia is going to match that, give them their $50, and they will win a total of $100. So runs at first, no outs. Josh Courtesy is going to call time.
Mound Visit is sponsored by Katie Webb and Edward Jones Financial.
Courtesy is going to stay on. This is the rarest time to have one kid on the mound for the whole game.
First, no outs. Now batting for Lone Rangers is Keelan Wyatt.
Keelan Wyatt now for Altoona. 83 is now on my right. Zane and Brenneman. This one out. So ball 2. Here's 2-0. And ball 3. Three out. And a walk him. So runs the first, second. with no outs. Josh Kurtz is going to call time again.
Pitching change sponsored by Cove Lumber. Now pitching for Coal Grove, Williamsburg, is Richie Dickens.
Richie Dickens up now for Williamsburg on the mound. Congratulations for a great game by Austin Kurtzy. Richie Dickens looks to get the save for Williamsburg. So we'll step aside while he gets some practice. It is Blue Pirates 7, Altoona 3.
2 runners on, no outs. Now batting for the Lone Rangers, Dominic Schaefer.
Dominic Schaefer up now for Altoona, if you're just tuning in. Austin Kurtzy is now done. He's been moved. Richie Dickens is now the new pitcher for Williamsburg. And new pitchers are presented by Cove Lumber throughout this whole tournament. So it runs at first, second with no outs. If you're just tuning in, you missed a good game. Very dominant game by Williamsburg on just about both sides. That's strike one. Blaze Berry is the main story of the game. 2 steals home. He also got a RBI. Austin Kurtzy had an RBI double. Richie Dickens had an RBI triple. That's strike 2. Full count. And they will walk him. Bases are loaded. No outs. The Pirates are in some trouble.
A base is loaded, no outs. That brings up Nate Buckley.
Nate Buckley now for Altoona. The Pirates in some trouble with the bases loaded. Trying to hold on to a 4-run lead. It's 1-0. And ball 2. It's 2-0. And ball 3. Here's a 3-0. And strike 1. There's a 3-1. And strike 2. Here's a full count. Struck him out. 1 out. Base still loaded.
Okay, so bases remain loaded. We have 1 out. That brings up batter Braden Augustine.
Braden Augustine now for Altoona. Double play will win it for Williamsburg. Slivery. There's ball 1. 2 more strikeouts will also win it. But a double play will end it quicker. Run will retreat back to third. Zero. Hit in.
Heads up.
Fouled. Next livery is ball 3. Here's a 3-1. And a walk 'em. So Williamsburg allows 1 run on a walk. They still have a 7-4 lead. Time will be called.
Hey, time on the field. Pitching mound visit sponsored by Katie Webb at Edward Jones Financial.
As soon as you see the warning track, you're already good.
Then we're going to step aside and take a quick break. It is Williamsburg 7. Altoona 4. The man of the hour is going to be on the mound. Blaze Berry next.
Brings up the leadoff hitter for the Lone Rangers, Connor Steer.
Connor Steer up now for Altoona. Blue Pirates have a 7-4 lead over Altoona. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Pirates need a double play to win it. 2 more strikeouts will do that also. This one's ball 1. We're going to be forced back to 3rd. Coming up next, we'll have East End's Coming Motors and Portage's Jamestown Rod and Gun coming up around 8. This one's ball 2. Blaze Berry is now on the mound for Williamsburg. 49. There's 2-0. That's strike 1. There's a 2-1. It's it. It's dropped. 1 run's coming home. Another run's coming home. So Blue Pirates have a 7-6 lead. They're now in trouble with 1 out. At risk of blowing a good game. It's 7-6.
Okay, so 2 runners on, 1 out. Now batting is Cooper Miller.
Cooper Miller now for Altoona. We need a double play to win the game. So that's it. And dropped. 1 run's coming home. Another run's coming home. And Blue Pirates blow the game. They lose 8-7. What a mistake on defense. They lose 8-7. What a mistake on defense. Next game is next.